How's it going on? Words are hard already. It's early in the day for that. How y'all doing out there? JJ Chop. What's up, Ryan? How you doing, man? Hot Buzz. What's up, dude? It's like the meetup all over again. How long until 9.2 is released? It should be like literally now. Like that should be literally now. So much reading and talking. Not easy, man. Not easy, man. Not easy. What's up, Dominique? How you doing? So let's see what's going on here. We got these three. And for those of you who tune in and watch it on the playback, I will leave timestamps for the bosses, right? I think that's often the big thing. I will probably struggle a bit with them, but then we can talk through on like, hey, here's how I would have done it the first time, and we can learn through this together. I think this is just letting us know that 9.2 has started, right? Yeah, 9.2 Inquisition is available now. Doctor Doom is on the banner there. I don't know. I know certain YouTubers making some predictions about Doctor Doom. And then let's see, what is this? We will jump into 9.2. I know that is, I think I put it on the thumbnail and the title, so we should probably do it. Dark Phoenix Saga crystals available. I will check this out very quickly, especially if it's something the chat wants to see. I've been grading deals, putting a lot of that up on my Blue Sky, and then of course that is mirrored on my Discord server. I will not be doing bounties right now. So let's take a quick look at these deals, and then we will get directly into 9.2. What's up, Brennan? How you doing, bud? L. Greg, thank you so much. Let's see here. Dark Phoenix Saga Crystal. $70. That is a lot of money. Guaranteed. Yeah, don't buy these, guys. This is like, I'm gonna grade this easily a D or an F. It is completely RNG, and it's US dollars. You can't, on my grading scale, we're tough graders, or we try to be. Nothing wrong with spending money on your hobbies, right? Like, how much does a set of golf clubs cost? So never feel embarrassment or shame on that. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just make sure you're getting a good value. And this is completely RNG. And actually, it's a pretty good crystal. We got Isophene and Kindred in there. I think there's some of the kind of weaker ones. Although Kindred is good. So is Isophene. They're both good. I'm not immediately seeing like a... Yeah, these are all at least good champions. Misty Knight's probably the quote-unquote weakest, and Misty Knight's still pretty good, can do things. Blackwood of Deadly Origin, you've seen me really disappointed in pulling her, but that's just because it's a Titan crystal. But again, this is $70. That is a significant sum of money. And so I think I would put this at like a D based on the metrics. I'd have to look at it. There's no way in hell it's a C, but it's a D or an F. Fuzz probably bought all of them already. Like I said, man, and it just be, I do the grading scale and I do letter grades because that's what people I think are used to. It's like easily identifiable and understandable. But again, how much does a set of golf clubs cost? Yeah, how much do we spend on DVDs and Blu-rays or whatever? People are like, how old are you, man? I'm old. Like how much is a pair of high tops to play basketball? Like this, and no one feels embarrassment over that. So why should we feel embarrassment over spending some cash to have some fun in a video game? I don't think we should. And so I'm not going to shame anybody for that. Lord knows I spent some cash myself. So there we go. Yeah. Okay. Let's jump into 9.2. Whale's gonna whale. Yeah, exactly, man. I mean, I don't know. I don't think that's something to. And just again, for everyone who didn't catch my stream yesterday, I am obviously back on vacation. This is, the background you're used to seeing. And I'm open to spending, as I said, literally everything I asked for. Kabam was like, you want this? How about we double it? And I'm like, okay. And they've just, in stuff I'm not allowed to talk about, but you all are starting to see it. They have just been like, yes, we mean this. Yes, we're doing this. Yes, we're doing that. Yeah, we're tackling that. How about a post on the AI? Would you like that? Yes, I would. And more stuff that you all are going to be finding about over the next few months. Like, they're all bringing it. They're all bringing it. I had a blast in the war showcases. I had a blast in the incursions, even though incursions usually suck ass. Still had fun. So I'm excited to jump into 9.2. So let's go ahead and do it. Good luck with the run. Thank you very much. What's up, Kurt? Looks like a whale deal. Yeah. Those are big. Hey, Big whales, go for it, please. Y'all helping keep the lights on and the content coming. I'm grateful. And if you kick my ass in Battlegrounds because of it, I'm okay with that. Also maybe because you're just better at the game than me, and that's fine too. Viv Path is Vox Food. Okay, cool. I did not do... What are the rewards here for just a single path? Oh, that's the full. Damn, these are good. Those are good. Okay. I did not do a single bit of the beta for this, so this is all going to be completely fresh content. Oh, before we go any farther, linked in the description is Simula's guide for the boss, who I believe is called Lotan, or Lotan, depends on... I don't think this is like a name that is used elsewhere, so I don't think we're offending anybody if we get it wrong. Go watch Sim's guide. He's the best. He's the best in the business. So it is linked in the description. Hopefully you're all already subscribed to him. You've already seen it. But if you move through this quicker than I do, you're going to want to know how to fight that boss. She looks cool as heck, as they say. So make sure you check that out. Like I said, the link is in the description. I think it's the first line. All right, so the defender has a 3% chance to auto-block attacks for each Scourge charge on them. The attacker's buff ability accuracy is reduced by 5% for each Scourge charge active on the defender. Okay. I think I'm seeing the call out for Vox already, so thank you very much, JJ. I really appreciate that. Proliferate, intercept. The defender gains 1 Scourge every 2 seconds. This timer is paused during the special attacks and 4. Okay, so if we intercept, we will put the timer on pause for the Scourge, which is buff ability accuracy and auto block to begin with. When the defender's knocked down by heavy, 3 Scourge, so you're going to want to parry and heavy, or you don't have to parry, obviously, but it's one of the easier ways to land heavy. When the attacker activates her special attack, the defender is eradicated for 300% of their attackers. What is eradicated? I feel like that's isn't that a Nimrod ability? Remove all Scourge charges dealing direct damage to the total equal to the given potency per Scourge removed. After which Scourge gains are paused for 3 unaffected by ability. So they're really this. If I'm reading this correctly, and I'll check the chat here in a second because I can see it moving out of the corner of my eye. They're really helping you with the Scourge, which I like because I tend not to like this sort of stuff at all. You all have seen that in content and streams before. I don't like these like extra games on top of the nodes. And this would be something that would help me not dislike it quite as much if I'm reading it correctly. Remove all Scourge charges dealing direct damage to the target equal to the given potency. Okay, so special attack 3. So if you get to your special 3, you're good to go, but you got to get to your special attack 3 to do that. And then pumping iron, the defender takes 6% less, so you want to have buffs. All right, let's take a look at the chat here real quick. Trevor, I think I said hello to you. I know I said the whale's gonna whale. Dude, Medusa looks great for the best options pass. All right, so we'll do definitely Medusa and Vox. Thank you for the shout outs. Any help I can get would be great. And then of course we're helping people out who'll be going through this for the first time themselves. Curd, looks like a whale deal to me. Oh yeah, okay. Good luck with the run. Thank you, Trevor. What's up, JJ? Hey, there's Sam. What's up, dude? That man is handsome. He's sexy as hell. What's up, buddy? Thanks for being here. You are the best in business, though, dude. Quick question. Best relic for Cosmic Ghost Rider? I think it's Thor. I don't want to derail the stream because I do want to get onto this, so I apologize for this, but JJ's already saying Thor. Me and the Illuminati will be updating the best relics tier list, and we'll do all classes now that we've totally done all of the revamped tier list, like with the new spreadsheet. So make sure you check that out. I do believe it's Thor, and I think the one you desperately want to avoid with CGR is Miss Marvel, I believe. So make sure you check that out. But yeah, I believe I'm pretty sure it's Thor. What's up, Marlon? Yeah, I miss Fridays hanging out with you all too, dude. I pre-recorded all those videos, so that was helpful, and I still checked my Discord and obviously the comments when I could. Looks like they kept a lot of the Scourge stuff. I wonder if the Cersei fight is the same. There was an amazing... Okay, good afternoon. What's up, OG Highline? Let's get it. What's up, Mr. B? Manuel, what's up, dude? So far, so good. I'm just about to jump into my first path. Just finished second fight of path. Vox rotation is throw 1 SP2, 1 SP1, get undermined. Maybe throw a second if it fails, and then get to SP3 wait for him. Okay, hip hop hooray, you got it, baby. All right, so let's do this. We obviously want a lot of cosmics. I guess we can take a look at the bosses. There's the switch node. We'll take a look at it just in case, to bring in like an extra option along in case, you know, it just goes so badly. Whenever buffer passive is removed, whenever buff or passive is removed from the defender due to one of the attacker's ability. Okay, so don't bring Nimrod. Someone predicted Nimrod be coming soon too. Nodes like this are part of why. The defender rotates between stuns, so heal immunity. Okay. Each time the defender gains prowess, they also gain on stacking. I couldn't bring Ironheart either, right? Doesn't she have a prowess removal? I was watching Sims rank 4 Ironheart video the other day, and I'm pretty sure he called that out. It's powerful and for each instance. I think this looks like a great Warlock fight. Chatting out Warlock to me. If anyone's got another idea on that, let me know as I load up my team. Wouldn't Serpent potentially be amazing for this lane as well? I would think Serpent would probably be great. Remember, part of the idea too is we want to test out champions again for people who are watching this on the playback or that sort of thing. Guardian Food or Warlock. Heavy or Miss Prowess. So just as long as I avoid the heavy. I actually kind of like almost need to rank through someone, and not necessarily today, but I have resources expiring. I've been sitting on a lot of materials. Haven't ranked someone in a while. Rank 4 Serpent. Oh, let's go Prowler, dude. You know how much I love Prowler. So we'll bring in Prowler. Who do you think? You think more people have Serpent? I think more people probably have Serpent than Thanos. We can bring in Thanos though too, just to do the kind of testing there. Thanks for that shout out. And we'll bring in Prowler. You guys can see when I said Prowler's doing. I did the video and like I think he's the best tech right now. Bastion's got a word. Bastion's gonna have a word. I think just more people need to get Bastion. I know I need to test it out too more. But I do think at a high sig that Prowler's the best. And in the video, I was very clear. I'm like, I'm far from the best player with Prowler. I make a lot of mistakes with him still. But even with my skill set on playing him, I can see it. I get it, you know. Might take Serpent and Odin. Oh, good shout on Odin, Brendan. All right. So let's start off with what time is it? Because I do want to leave timestamps for people. 14:10 in the stream. Cool. All right. And just a quick reminder on this: the Scourge, it's an auto block thingamajiggy. Intercepting will, I think, pause it. We can't remove them though. How do we remove them? The heavy. All right, cool. Let's start off with Vox. Viv's special evades. Can't remember them. Yeah, it's that second one always gets me. Anyone got advice for that? Let me know. I was holding block and she did not care. Because I'm going to try to just force her to her SP2. We might have to restart this lane. I'm just going to keep up his Undermine and just try not to let her throw her SB1. Ran right into that. That ain't good. Yeah, Vox is amazing for this. Great shout. I don't remember. I think that was JJ that made that call. Dex leg rig sex. Is it is that third beam? Is it actually 2 dexes? Like I'm obviously too early on it, and then I feel very stuck. I've had to fight her in BGs a few times lately. Like I never see her. I never fight Viv. And then I've ran into her in BGs a couple times, and it's that, and maybe she was like on a node and a side quest or something. I feel like I fought her a few times while I was on vacation. I have hit the button to move. The game's having some issues or something. Don't have you want Scourge to be able to SP3 does more damage. Okay, I'll try that. Thanks, JJ. No, it's 1. When our bend her knees. All right, I'll keep that in mind. My plan for next week, MCoC wise, is to fully work on a bunch of defenders that I need to catch up on. Like I know how to read the kit and obviously and all that. It's just the like when I talk about like the skill of playing, I think you guys know what I mean. I need to brush up on that pretty badly. I need to get my Undermine. I forgot that it didn't land. What did this little dinosaur just do? There we go. Stupid ass dinosaur. I love Vox. So freaking good, dude. I hate Viv's SP1. I can never dex it. Yeah, as you can see, I struggle with it too. She was in Epoch. Maybe that's what it was. And I'm already starting to forget the names. Like someone brought up like Ordeal yesterday. I was like, which one was that? I don't remember. Being jet lagged while doing a lot of the stuff didn't help. Hey, Vega, new to the stream. What's up, bud? Sid? Better enjoy the tier list you make for best champs of the month. Hope to see best champs for April tier list. Keep up the good work. Yeah, absolutely, dude. Like, as you know, we do those absolutely every single month. I was not able to test Spider-Woman due to my vacation, but again, that's another. There's so many reasons to have the Illuminati, And that's another one. I'll test her too, though, to make sure. But I've watched tons of videos. I see her power. I'm pretty excited about her. She's one of the reasons why I'm probably saving my Titan shards for the next Titan. And we'll get that out. We tend to get them out at the end of the month because we want to make sure we can include that month's champions. So they'll be coming out for sure. El Greg, I hope you have a great day too, bud. Thanks for being here. Death Sounds the Sun is heavy. He'll be the GOAT for this path. Yeah, you know what? Let's try Thanos. Even with some like pretty shaky gameplay, Vox has been great. So I think we've thoroughly tested Vox. Although this might not have been a good test for Valkyrie. I can't remember what she needs to turn off Unstoppable. Again, Valkyrie not really a champion we see that much. These days. I think this is one of those ones where Thanos just is going to overpower it. Yeah, there she goes. What is her... I don't remember when she gets her unstoppable counter. Got a little lucky there. Man, she decks out of the striker. I think I may have fallen for the trap here. Like, this is the one way this fight could go bad for you, is you bring in Thanos. Not the fight to test Thanos on. Yeah, and then the Pierce. She just needs a Pierce, right? Yeah, that's right. BG stream, man, love the content. Hope to see some BG streams in the future. Yeah, AJ, we'll get back to the BG streams. That's my plan. Is as you can see, I'm rusty as hell, but that is completely my plan. To, like I said, spend next week kind of just brushing up on the defenders again, like just stuff like you're seeing right now, where I just am forgetting some of the like little nuances. And also just purely how to fight them. Like even just stuff as like arcade. And then of course like Zola. I'm starting to see Gentle more again. And so I want to get that down. So I might not be able to put it all into next week. Brush up on that stuff. And then probably spend a couple BGCs just getting used to streaming in Battlegrounds again. And then get back to that. Guardian SP1 and SP2 2 times. Nice. Valk is the Thanos counterpart. Yeah, that was literally the wrong fight to test Thanos on. That could not have chosen a worse one. And it's not ready at all for open spaces. It's still in a very, 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 very preliminary stage. It is heavy that removes Rescourge. Okay. Let's go Nebula or Medusa. It's not ready at all to announce. In fact, it's still not even a for sure thing yet. But as of right now, it looks like I will maybe be forming an alliance that will I want to make sure I get this down. Should have done that originally. Okay, so they still gain Scourge even when you've turned off their ability accuracy. Doesn't seem like the end of the world, but something to keep in mind. Surprised she got the heal as well, too. Haven't we turned off her ability accuracy by 100%? That's weird. I thought Medusa turns off the ability accuracy of robots by 100%. Is it just their power gain? Or is Nebula's heal ability accuracy protected? See if any of you guys know that. Yeah, Medusa's a beast. Yeah, dude, she's amazing. She's redonkulous. Good luck on the stream. I'm looking to do myself. Right on, dude. Good luck to you too. If you end up with any tips, let me know. Medusa pretty good. She's all right. Didn't see Valko's next fight. Stuff in my face before. Not your. I'm the one on camera. I'm the one who should have been like, "Hey, this is a bad fight. Just has Thanos." Hope you're eating something good, man. What I was saying about the Alliance is, I've as much as I would love to go back to Tier 1, you guys have heard me talk about it for a while now. I don't know. It doesn't seem like it's a good idea for me, and to still be able to put out content. Like, there's just only so much time I can put towards the game, and, you know, I'm not going to give up content. YouTube content, that is. That was a slow dash by Serpy. I really want to see what this SP3 does, so I'm going to let this build for a little bit. It was a certain percentage per I'm trying to let the taunt fall off, although the taunt probably wouldn't have mattered. Let's see. I think it was a certain percentage per Scourge. Not exactly a lot of damage being done, so I think I didn't understand the node. That was good. I don't know if that's worth I don't know. To each their own on that one. What did we have? We had like 20 Scourge, I think. Might be better just to do this. Oh yeah, he's not gonna avoid, it's miss and evade, it's not auto block. But his specials will be unblockable as long as we throw him into block. It's not bad. Yep, self-repair unaffected by a. Thank you, Envious here. I appreciate you looking into that. Okay, that makes sense, because pretty sure Medusa reduces ability accuracy. I know it's the power game. I enjoyed using Null with Odin pre-fights for this path. Ooh, that's a great call. I like that one. That's hot. Serpent's fine. This isn't bad. But I don't think it's who I would suggest. And I don't love... Serpent's animations are kind of slow, so I actually don't love intercepting with him. I feel like you have to kind of see them coming a mile away, sort of thing. His power gain is helpful, though, for you getting to your specials. Yeah, I mean, he's fine. And I think a lot of people probably have him ranked up if they pulled him. So, yeah. Do you buff this pass? Yes. Yeah, I think it. I can't think of it. It's not called buffed up. We'll look at the name of the lane. So far, Vox and Medusa have been my favorites. I think Thanos would have been really good too, but I chose a really stupid fight for him. That's my fault. It's called Pumping Iron. I remember seeing this a lot in 9-1. Good more, maybe good for this path too. That's right. Her True Strike is off her SP3, right? If I remember correctly. But then I think you can keep it going with the heavies. I think, if I remember correctly, it does get refreshed with the knockdowns or the heavies, much like her other buffs. If I recall correctly, I'm not totally sure. But you could probably like parry heavy your way there, or if you're really good at landing her heavy into a heavy punish or something like that. You saw I had a little trouble doing that with Thanos. I actually don't like heavying into heavies with him. I don't feel like he moves forward very much, and there's actually a really large opening. Red Skull Fox would be fine for this too. And who's the other one we keep shouting out? Null would obviously be great. I like that Null call a lot. I don't know how many people are going to have ranked up Nulls, though. He's still pretty rare as a 7-star. Probably a lot of 6 stars. God, I saw the intercept coming. All right, there we go. I was kind of hoping to use the SP3. It did a chunk of damage. Wasn't I? JJ, was that you that was saying the SP3 was working out really well for you? I think it was with Vox. It feels to me like a kind of a cool, hey, if you end up at the SP3 or something like that, it's a nice like get out of jail or whatever you want to call it, or a nice like insurance policy. I don't know if it's a strategy I would necessarily utilize as being like superior. What's that shot? Magneto's amazing for this map. Magneto! Like all these guys are... Oh, very cool, Chop. Great call, dude. Very, very smart. AJ, you've got... I assume you mean Null. I think that's back when I had shouted out Null. Got him sent around Awaken. Yeah, mine's only Sig 20. Otherwise, I'd be taking him up for sure. Sure. All right, and then, so we're now moving on to Toady. This is 3440 for the timestamp. Okay, just an email. And let's see here. It was Guardian, I think, is who was shouted out. I love that call. So let's skip to, let's bring Guardian in. Love that call. Because he had, if I recall correctly, Toad had, though we do have Iron Man. But Iron Man removes prowess, and something bad happened if you remove prowess. I don't remember what it was, but something bad happened. I do see Red Skull sitting right there, and I love me some Red Skull. We got a Mega Sentinel. Let's go Guardian, though. I already said I was going to do Guardian. And I am a man of my word. I love playing Guardian. Marlon. So I did have some fun with that on, I think it was the CCP server. It wasn't my server. Shoot. I literally did actually do this, but you guys know me. I like to make jokes on like real stuff where I think I'm funny, and I really did take it into my. Yeah, she's a barber, stylist barber, and I showed her the picture. I was like, "Make me look like that," and she's like, "That's kind of what we already do." But yeah, man, he's an old guy trying to keep it together. I can identify with that. I want Bastion so bad. I was genuinely tempted to get him. I was like, that's a lot of cash. That's a lot of cash. Nah, can't do it. I can't do it. But definitely saving for the Titan form. All right, so whenever a buffer passes through so this is the prowess. This is why you don't want to use like your Nimrods or like I just shouted out with Iron Man. You're going to deal a burst of direct damage. Okay, cool. The defender retreat stun, slow, and heal block. I'm going to have to remember the stun. I guarantee at least once I try to stun him when he is stun immune. Each time the defender gains prowess, also gain a non-stacking. I feel like we saw something like this, right? Was it Epoch or something recently? Power from afar. He's going to gain power. More likely to do... Okay. Okay, I'm not gonna concern myself with the combat deja vu, and we'll see how bad this gets. Yeah, told you I'd forget about the. Nah, he had power. All right. Come on, dude. You know you want to throw it, Toady. I talk a lot of shit on you, Toad. Okay, that's a mistake I'm making. I should not continue to... I shouldn't keep pushing him so close to the SP2. That's something you usually want to do with Prowler, but because he's got the power gain from the node, it's a bad idea. Let's see. Did I learn my lesson? I did. Much better. You can't teach an old guy new tricks. No incinerate though. I still haven't been able to line up the big special. And it did it again. I want to get that falter off of cooldown. I think that's it for our boy Toad. Uh-oh, don't celebrate too early. Oh my god, I Leon Ledded that one. For all you Cowboy fans out there. Let's see, can we get... nope, we're gonna have to start all over. Please remember, that a super well played Prowler could have ended that fight probably about 30 to 40 to 50% faster. Mr. Building, it's just a thing. I don't know. They just come out of my mouth. I don't know. I don't know what to say about it. The good thing is I didn't fumble. That's the good thing. But yeah. What's up, Debo? I beat you. Dude. Yeah, man. Yeah, BG's, man. BG's gonna BG. If it makes you feel any better, I lost so much yesterday. I lost so much. I must have like just pulled something completely out of my ass when we were playing, man. So I apologize because I was fumbling. I was Leon letting it left and right last night, dude. I was fumbling like the Cowboys in the playoffs, dude. Like it's just, I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to say. I'm an Eagles fan, in case you don't know. In my case, it was a lot of units. Marlon, I hope you enjoyed the spending of those units, though, man. It's a game. It should be fun. Justin Gray retracted. Oh, no. Why'd you retract your message? And I can't see it because it wasn't a mod deleting it. You two pushing it, man? Hey, look. Like they've always say in sports, if you can't beat them, try to outlaw the play. When did that become sports? When did that become how we approach the rules? See, don't get me too sidetracked. Although I did this to myself. People came to watch 9.1 so we can be helpful. Let's continue on with that. Two big streams in 1 week. Is this Christmas? What's up, Justin? Thanks for being here, man. You've been cracking my ass out, man. It had too many typos in it. Yeah, I hear that, man. I hear that. I do a lot of typos myself. All right, so what are the other lanes here, dude? What do they do? Where are the lanes? Where are the lanes? So we did lane 1. Let's do lane 2. We've got Gambit, Black Widow Deadly Origin. That North Star might be a pain, but he was the final boss for something recently. And I think we all got a little bit better at fighting him from that. All right, well, fighting. Oh, okay, got it. I was like, I didn't see any tech defenders on this whole lane. Why is this the note? But that makes no sense. Well, fighting a tech defender, whenever the defender is inflicted with a rupture, incinerate, plasma, incinerate, or poison. So they pretty much covered everything that tech champions do, except for Iron Man, actually. They're also inflicted with, oh, okay. They're all inflicted with a shock passive dealing. Okay, so you're going to get like an extra benefit from doing that. What's up, Wet Noodle? Justin, we're making Mr. Belding want to go away now. Whenever the defender is inflicted with a debuff, it is immediately purified, and the defender gains a regen buff, granting 5%. At the end of the defender's special attacks, they gain an unblockable passive. Okay, so you want to actually, okay, so I'm putting this node together. Basically, you want a tech attacker who's going to do Rupture, Incinerate, Plasma, Incinerate, or Poison, because they're going to put on this shock passive that lasts 12 seconds. The fighting dirty will get canceled out because the unblockable will not trigger while the defender is suffering from a shock effect. Okay, that's simple enough. I like that. The attacker is inflicted with an indefinite fumble passive. What does fumble do again? That's Spider Woman, isn't it? Spider Jess? And I just said I didn't have time to test her, so I don't know what fumble does. And I think they made a mistake. Kabam usually has the like this blue here for those sorts of abilities. I think they accidentally messed up. I'll let them know. Fumble in 9.2.1. I'll let them know. So I imagine they'll want to get that fixed up. Intercepting the opponent's dash with the base attack grants a reinforce passive and a bulwark, increasing. What's reinforce do again? Cannot be critical hits. Okay, I think North Star even has that ability. Fumble turns off Dex. It's new. Thank you, Sim. Thank you. Ironheart. Okay. Doing that Gambit path now with Guardian and Lady Deathstrike has been clears. Using Shuri and Jack for the final path. What's up, Wet Noodle? I think I said hello. All right, and we'll take a look at the bosses real quick. That lane seems pretty straightforward, so I'm happy about that. What's Rintrah got for us? Every 2 seconds, the defender gains unstoppable buff for 4 seconds. Unstoppable. Did you hear? I added a couple letters to that word. Unstoppable. If the attacker is far away, the defender... Okay, cool. We're used to that. Okay, the ability actually can't be modified, so don't use slow champions, right? Because remember, slow is an ability accuracy modification. So that's going to hurt Silk. Foresight, when the attacker performs intercept, they're... Okay, cool. Defender's immune to stun. Defender's unstoppable during heavy attacks. Okay, so I think like Grit. I could see wanting to bring in Chieelth. I think Chieelth could be pretty cool. We'll try her out. And I've really been enjoying Dust on my my alt account of late. So maybe we'll bring her in. I got a rank 4. When you got a rank 4 Chi, you use your rank 4 Chi. If anyone has like someone they want to shout out for that, let me know though. And we'll take a look at it. I think we got to take a look at Prowler. These health pools are starting to get a little high for him. Oh, no, wait, that was a boss. What am I talking about? Let's take a look at Ultron. Was Guardian good? I don't recall. Let's see what we got. Photon smokes this fight. Would Sentinel work? You know what, dude? I hate playing Sentinel. So I am like the one YouTuber that does not like Sentinel. I feel like literally every other MCoC YouTuber loves Sentinel. Like loves him. And I'm like, he's fine. So I actually don't know that much about playing him. So sorry, OG Highlight. Let's see here. I'm just enjoying the music too now. Where's my girl Ironheart? Come here. And oh, Hulkbuster, what am I thinking? You gotta bring in HB. I got a rank 3 HB. Lady Deathstrike. You know what, dude? I had to play Lady Deathstrike so freaking much in war that I think I just am like heavily biased against playing her now. I just had, I think, one of the few like rank 3s or rank 2s, whatever was like the highest rank at that time. And so like there was like a meta where she was really good. It was, I don't remember what it was even called. And so, dude, I just took so many Lady Deathstrike fights. I remember, and I just am like, I don't want to play her ever again. So, Photon smokes the Rintrah fight. Okay, and a lot of people have Photon, so maybe we'll bring her in. We'll try Chi, and then if somehow Chi doesn't do well, we'll go with Photon. I'm doing great, Wet Noodle. Thanks. All right, let's remember this. Just review it. So there's Massacres of the Time. The Fighting Dirty. This feels straightforward to the point where I'm probably gonna forget how to do it. What's up, Kevin? Thanks for being here, bud. Yeah, did I not say that I would forget it? I love when I prove myself correct with my own forgetfulness. And I've done it again. It's an interesting fight. I don't know how great Hulkbuster is for it. There's lots of repairing, little AI. You need to kind of rely on the AI. Like there was a couple times there where I needed to reparry, and Gambit wasn't having it. He actually, like, you know, standard things. Like I want to be clear, I'm not complaining about the AI. I think the AI is supposed to do this, and I think it's what makes it a more fun fighting game. Is like I actually wanted the AI to hit into my block instead of just throwing the heavy, but instead this time it threw the heavy. Just when a Sentinel, he melted. Yeah, he's good, dude. I just am so biased against him. Lady Deathstrike. Okay, I literally keep saying it, guys. It's good. Like that way, when people show up, they have an idea on like who to use. Like seriously, I mean it. I appreciate y'all shouting this stuff out. I don't know if we get the benefit from. This may have been a mistake. Yeah. Poor Ultron. I should have used him against a mutant. Damn, I didn't want her to use that special one. It's alright, we'll just wait it out. Good thing Ultron does a lot of damage. She's also good because you just get the shock effects. Yeah, she would have been a much better call. Sim, your boss video is great. Dude. Yep, that's why he's the best in the business. You got that right. All right, I mean, so far this feels like grab your tech who does the thing and play the lane. Nothing too insane about it, which is cool. I like that. So far, this feels good. I mean, we're only on the second path. Ironheart. Just throw SP1s, right? And she kind of does the rest. I recall when I tested her, I really liked her. And like, we're not even using a bunch of her utility here, right? With her tracking. And she's immune to, I think, Incinerate? And then you can cash out with the SB2, but I don't even think it's a cash out. Like, I don't think it removes the buffs. Sim's obviously there, but he might not be paying attention at the moment. So if anyone has some Ironheart knowledge they want to share, Despair is obviously doing his job. And if you're not specting Despair, what are you even doing? For those of you who are newer to the game and don't know what Despair is, it is one of the masteries that reduces the healing based on the amount of debuffs you have, which was another reason why Ironheart is so good. In PvP modes like War or Battlegrounds, the Defender may still heal anyway because they have, I can't think what the mastery is called, but it increases their like healing rate, and apparently that adds on after Despair. It's the way the math works and stuff like that. You saying what Kurt said? Dude, yeah, Sim's awesome, man. Sim is awesome. In my Discord, I update the, those of you in my Discord, you know, I update the name of the main channel, like the one where we do most of our chatting. And today it's, I think Sim's got you covered. Sim's got you covered. Does Ironheart need to be awakened? No. We can look at it a little bit because I know that she's like a post-type. She's not a post-type sleeper. That term would have been used very incorrectly there. I happen to have a very high SIG one. This is all natural, 120. But once when Ironheart drops to 50%, she gains the regeneration buff, which is obviously nice. Like, no one's going to complain about that, right? When she has this buff, she gains 20% critical resistance. So again, this is when you're below 15% health. While she has any active armor up, she gains that bulwark, which is nice. This is the one that I think is helpful, but again, you don't need it. The repulsor debuffs gain a 17%, 0.43% increased potency. And let's look at the SP2, because I don't think that's a cash out per se. Each hit grants attack rating for each repulsor debuff on the opponent and armor effect. So yeah, so it doesn't remove them. We could get the suppression debuff off. Maybe we should do that. Let's try that here against this guy. Okay, I'm convinced Ironheart rank up. Dude, she's good, dude. I believe there is Incinerate immunity as well too. But there was the bulwark coming into play already. And again, like you guys know, I was on vacation for quite a while there, and so a lot of videos I'm a little behind on a lot of the channels I like to watch, and so it's just the last few days that I've been able to really watch Sim's showcase, and I believe he said she's actually just immune to reverse controls when she gets up 6 of her debuffs, and you see how easily we are stacking those, right, and like keeping them up. And we're just throwing SP1s over and over. Let's see, if this guy lives long enough, I'll go to my SP2. And we can kind of see how much damage it does. I didn't mean for that to happen, obviously. But he's melting. But yeah, this is gonna more than take him out. That wasn't a good showcase of our SP2. Okay, and we never want to drop low health anyway, so not crazy. Yeah, absolutely, dude. AJ's going back to the awakened ability. Yeah, that's one of those where you're like, that's cool that it's there, you know, but you're hoping to never use it. The repulsor debuff's doing more damage is obviously really nice. What was mine at? Mine's at SIG 120, and that was at 17%, so that's not a nothing. Here, let's try to see her SP2 a little better. Ironheart also blocks unblockables, is immune to reverse controls, and insert. Thank you, Wet Noodle. Yeah, that's a bunch of stuff that I was like, I think, but I'm not sure. So I appreciate you confirming that for us. In fact, I don't know. Just again for clarity, for people, let's see the bulwark here. I mean, it's pretty good against Punisher. You do still want to build up some. You don't want to go straight to the SP2. You do want to build up some SP1s. So, you know, this is one of those champs where if that's the route you're going, I think for the cash out, let's get a little closer to our SP2. And that'll allow us to try to maximize what we can. Dexterity failed. Why did dexterity fail? Oh, that's that fumble debuff. So that's a respectable SP2. When you think about, no wonder this bulwark's so good. So I forgot all about the fumble, which I think Sim said is you can't evade. So that's why my evades failed. So this this bulwark is even better. I think we're getting a bulwark from the node, if I recall correctly. But Ironheart's own bulwark is doing work too there. Dude. And like, just for clarity too, because as you know, we grade all the champions and we grade them in a variety of ways to reflect for you guys the different modes and everything. But in their general, which is the biggest source of their final placement on the tier list, is the meta score is what reflects a lot of what can move up and down. Because a lot of these champions have like great abilities, and a lot of them have really good flow, especially nowadays, like the last 2 or 3 years, the way the designers are, is like something like that. Like, is her having a bulwark gonna be why she has a high meta? No, but it's something that Kabam's asking for. You know what I mean? So, and that the flow on her is just redonkulous, dude. We might need to revisit her again. She keeps moving up. Does anyone else have a bug on the champion info button? Never mind, restarted and it's back normal. All right. I had some issues yesterday. AJ Fumble. Yeah. Thanks, though. I appreciate when you guys call stuff out. All right, let's keep going. Let's, I've got my Ultron, so I want to use my Ultron. Let's see how he does. So this should now be a plasma. Or a degen, which I believe was one of the called out debuffs. I can't remember which one of his SP1. No, he still went unblockable. There's just a fully anti-Ultron lane? Yeah, because they called out Plasma. They didn't call out Degen, did they? What rascals they are. So, I don't suggest Ultron for this lane at all, folks. Yeah, I'm just gonna let him die, because there's no point in us sitting around trying this for whatever. I'm not gonna prove nothing to no one. We want to fight with Ultron. I guess I can throw a special 3, get a little damage off. But there's no reason to keep going. Yeah, Guardian isn't good here. I was wondering about him. I almost picked him a couple times because I think his non-crit is considered like an instant shock, but I couldn't remember if that's what the node asked for or not. Cool. So Ironheart it is. In fact, of the champions I brought, she's by far the best. I think Northstar even gets some sort of physical resist too, so I don't even really want to use Prowler. Again, this is the kind of thing that makes a meta score go up or down. We're not going to move someone down. Like, I'm not going to move Ultron down because of this. But if somehow they started, like, punishing techs who have degen and bleed, and we start seeing that everywhere, it'd be something to consider. And I absolutely love, because one of my things with Ironheart is she does not have a heal block. But as you see, in non-PvP modes, as long as you're spec'd into Despair, and, like, I can't imagine why you wouldn't be spec'd into Despair. That's a Battlegrounds, it's War, it's questing. As long as you are, you really don't have to worry about healing unless it's got some sort of enhanced ability. I mean, look at this. We're like, he lost health while we just like danced around. It's incredible. Then there's the rank 2. Wow. Noobs, what's up, dude? How you doing, bud? For being here. Right, let's keep going. And I think Photon was the shout. So for anyone who just is like, you know, skipping around with the timestamps and coming in for the Rintrah Boss, if you've got Ironheart, use her. Were there any other shout outs for some other great champions? I don't think there was. So we're now on to the Rintrah Boss. And we will bring in Photon was the backup option. It was a shout for her. She is immune to neutralize if awakened. So that makes a lot of sense. And we'll bring her in for Prowler. Hey, what's up, Fuzz? Zola was great for that path. Dude, I don't even have Zola, and I'm assuming I continue to save for my Titans for the next bash. I won't be getting Zola for a very long time. I want to start off with Chi. I got a rank 4 Chi. I want to use my rank 4 Chi. Just kind of remembering, so we don't have to worry about fight or flight as long as I play it well. Sometimes the timing on her grit can get a little tricky. Intercepts are nice. All right. And for anyone who's like not used to her or whatever, it's not so much that like it's hard to keep her grit up. It's hard to sometimes keep her grit up. And I'm a tricky kabam. Going to use that as an opening. So if you're struggling to get that initial opening on Rintrah, just let the unstoppable go down, get it for yourself, and then use it as like a counter punch. Like I'll try to do it again. You might need to watch out for Rintrah's neutralize. That could stop you from getting the buff altogether. Let's wait for it to come back. There we go. I was kind of hoping he would throw a heavy, so I could punish it with my own. But no such luck. I'll do it again. It's a cool fight. I like this. There's a little trick to it that if you can get it sorted pretty fast, you can get this down even without having a photon. Go for an intercept. Yeah, you could tell he wanted. You could tell he wanted to go in. He was angry. He was seeing red. He's a bull. Let's kick him in the face. All right, get the unstoppable for ourselves. Refresh our grit. And bait this SP2 out. I maybe could have pushed it, but it didn't feel worth it. And down. Rank 4 Chi. Turns out she's good. Sentinel is solid for this back. OG Highline, are you just enjoying saying Sentinel? Is this your stream where you're gonna haze me with Sentinel the whole time? For anyone who tuned in looking for advice on that fight, as I talked it through, and I just figured it out on the spot, is if you're having trouble finding openings on that fight at all, wait to get the unstoppable on your side, then use it as a counter punch. You want to make sure you don't have the neutralize up on yourself though, because Rintrah could neutralize the buff. I didn't see anything that protects your like ability, accuracy, or anything like that on the node. And then a champion with grit like Chilth, which is part of what was really helpful on that, will obviously be really good for you. Or then like, that's why Photon's been shouted out by the chat a few times, is Awakened, she is immune to neutralize. So keep that stuff in mind. So far, this is fun. All right, let's take a look at the final lane that we have not done yet, which is C. A little Guns N' Roses going on. If anyone has suggestions for this lane, shout them out. Every 14 seconds, the defender gains a protection passive, all incoming damage by 20%. That's not that much. All protection passives removed when the defender is struck by a striker. So make sure you have your relics attached. 113. All right, so make sure you have your relic attached so you can use your striker. You can remove those. Oh, you have to make sure they have a prowess effect. Passive is removed whenever the defender is struck by a striker while the attacker has a prowess. So we need to have prowess. While the defender does not have one of those protection passive, the attacker against 50% of their base attack. Ooh, that sounds nice. Adaptive power shield. The defender takes 90% reduced damage from all sources except special attacks. While performing a special attack, the attacker gains 20% attack rate for each bar of power. Okay, I like this. Roll with the punches. Each time the defender receives a stun debuff, they reduce the duration of further stun debuffs by 20% unless the attacker has an active buff or prowess. Okay. Defenders under the effect of Unstoppable become stun immune. This includes unstoppable effects triggered outside the node. Every 10 seconds, the defender gains an unstoppable buff for 5 seconds. The duration of this... Okay, so you basically want champions to have prowess. For each prowess effect. So you can get that down to 0. Even punishment. When the attacker stuns the defender, one buff is nullified off both the defenders. So they're really trying to... you don't want to stun here. Torrance, what's up, dude? Just dropping by. Good luck. Go Birds, you got that right, baby. Let us know if you have a question or anything, buddy. Thank you so much for not only stopping by, but the extremely generous donation. I appreciate that a lot. Let me know if you got a question or anything, buddy. Bishop this path. Bishop with Wags for Kate Boss. Dust Smokes this lane. SB3, then Striker, then SB2. OG Highline. OG Highline's here hazing me, taunting me with Sentinel love. And he's laughing about it. This is much like me and Mr. Belding with the Cowboys. I think Mr. Belding... Oh, Mr. Belding's actually there again. Sorry, Mr. Belding. It's... You can be a fan, too, if you want. There's plenty of room on the bandwagon, man. Okay, so that's... There's a mutant who's immune to Nullify. I think it's Dazzler. But I think Dazzler's prowess only comes up on her special 2. So, yeah. And then the Kate Bishop boss, already been shouted out. Ice by Ice Twee. All right, y'all are... Now Mr. Belding's hazing me about Sentinel T. Y'all ganging up on me. Sentinel's good, okay? I just don't like him. Defender gains a trample passive during the special. What the hell is a trample passive? Attacks are unblockable except wall time blocks. Okay. Mixed Master. We're gonna team select this. And you guys y'all have to excuse me. I'm gonna try to use my Professor X. And if it goes poorly, we'll move on. Did you think we needed to have the white mags pre-fight? With Wags? I'd love to not bring that in if we don't have to. But we may need to. Or it might just be smart to do it. Let's put it that way. It's more about being smart than it is. I don't even have a striker on Bishop. So... And I don't really... Should we... yeah, we should take the time to do it. Let's be smart about this. Don't you like it when a song comes on and you really enjoy it? I've enjoyed this sort of streaming so much more. Which is pretty wild, because I already really enjoyed streaming. I think when we stream these big sales events, though, I won't do this. There's enough going on that I don't think we'll be hearing the music very much anyway. Alright, let's bring in our boy Bishop. And then I don't actually have the 7-star Wags. Where is he? Yeah, Mr. B. I could tell my head just started nodding as soon as it came on. Dazzler's a no-go here. Oh, is it because she doesn't get the prowess? I think she gets it on her special too, and then they remove themselves. It is nice because it helps with, like, you know, Mystic Dispersion and stuff. But yeah, I think it's not going to help on the lane. I have a question for you, Vega. What's your least favorite color? I feel bad because O's fans going to hear this. Probably like some sort of orange, I think. But I like orange, and I like the Orioles jerseys. I like the Browns jerseys. So orange can be cool. Just if I had to pick one that like I never wear or something, or like I probably wouldn't want to paint my house or a room. Let's say orange. Seems like Northstar could do this path well too. Yeah, that's right. He even has the passive slow. All right, let's jump into this. I think Professor X is going to require a non-totally standard play style. So I'm gonna try it. If I don't get it, I'm not gonna force it. I want, like I said, I want to kind of like find the flaws and stuff and help everybody out. So I'm not gonna spend a bunch of time forcing a champion that most people don't even have. Every 40 seconds, the defender gains the protection passive, reducing all incoming damage by 20%. Passive removed when the defender is struck by a striker. Okay. We have a prowess effect though, so that's going to be one of the potential issues. No, he'll be fine there. We just got to use our striker. Adaptive power shield, that's fine. We need to know that the stun debuffs are going to go down. So for him, it's going to be all about getting those initial prowesses. While the depends on the effect of unstoppable becomes stun immune. Yeah, this is going to be an issue. Buff is nullified, so we still don't really want to stun. Let me see if I can figure this fight out. Then I'll continue on. If not, we'll just move on to the one of the other champs. Would love for her to waste her special one right now. While unstoppable. I actually didn't mean that striker. Oh, I can't believe I just made that mistake. It's the striker that removes the protection. He's usable for sure, but there's obviously more simple to set up champions. I made a couple of mistakes in there. He is fun to use. I'll give him that. To use Bishop, absolutely melts the path. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking too. If you've got Bishop, I think use him. Gonna bring APOC and Synergy here too for the prowess on APOC. Ooh, very nice. Very, very nice call. Okay, Bishop. Let's go. And this feels like you just are gonna play standard Bishop, right? Wait, is this guy Incinerate immune? I think he is. I gotta remember to use my striker, not like I did with poor Chuck. Oh, dude, this is nice. Yeah, and this is a rank 2 Bishop, guys. Bishop is the answer. And you don't have to worry about active prowess getting nullified. Not active, that's the wrong word, but actual buffs. I guess it works, it's fine to differentiate between the buffs and the passives. The only thing with this fight I would say is because his specials take up so much space. Make sure you use your striker, and then your special striker removes the protection stacks. I have to say, 9.1 has been really fun so far, and I enjoy it. Like, it's not overly wordy. Are you guys enjoying it? I know a lot of you are doing it too. I've had good champions for it. I think that goes for a while. That probably is a lot of the enjoyment, right? Like we talked about yesterday, winning is fun. Oh, did I use my striker? I did. Busy thinking about questions. And one of the things I'm liking about this is the champions that are really good aren't like obscure champions. Like ranking up your Ironheart is a good idea. Ranking up your Bishop is a good idea. Ranking up your Null and so on and so forth. These are like good ideas. These aren't. This doesn't feel like a lesser champion cheesing the content. I'm having a blast so far. That's good, dude. Just use Bishop. Okay, yeah. So, I mean, that was kind of fun. And I did have to kind of play it well. There's some, like, tricks to the nodes. Again, this is just 9.1, but so far, so good. This is another situation where Bishop's just going to be so much better because this Wanda would nullify on the parries, right? So them being passives is really helpful. I remember there was like a Women's Day event like 3 or 4 years ago, and I think it was Dragon who designed the fight. And I remember like Wanda was the toughest one by far. I think, and it was like, I did not want to push her to her special 2, if I remember correctly. All right. We're getting there. Man, when he crits, it is a beautiful thing. Well, somehow I actually missed my striker, but we'll be fine. What's up, Faith? Dude, I literally was just saying a few minutes before you logged in, I really am liking this a lot. Like, it's challenging, right? I happen to have had some of the best champions, I think, for each lane, but we've tested other champions. You're like, they can work, you know? And the champions who've been best for each lane are, like, good champions. Here, let's have some fun with Dust. This might not be quite as good, but she's great for Kingpin in general. So let's give us a go. To play around things more. This is like, I think, how Professor X was. And the champions that are good for the fights are good champions too. So it's not like you're considering ranking up, you know, a lesser than champion form. I guess it makes sense too, because there's not really any quote unquote bad champions in the 7-star pool now. We're just stacking up our sand or whatever it's called, or I think it's called dust. I don't remember. Sand. And then we'll get to the special 3. See if we can close this nonsense out here. It's a lot of damage. Probably not gonna be able to close it out. All right. I'll wait out the unstoppable because I can't remember exactly how Dust's prowess work. Intercept with the striker to get that. Should get the protection stacks down. They didn't go down. I didn't see them go down on the screen. I'm a little worried that I forgot something. We'll see. No. Why didn't the protection stacks go down? What have I forgotten, y'all? Good thing we went to the special 3 for the elongated sandstorm. Use our striker again just because I'm irritated it didn't work the first time. Yeah, Dust would be is awesome for this. She ramps really fast against Kingpin. That's like one of her best matchups in the whole game. But I think Dust is a really solid option for her. If I didn't have Bishop, I would have used my rank 3 Dust. And it, you know, based on the tier list and my playing experience as well, she is a superior champion to Bishop, meaning she's going to be more widely usable and things like that. In my experience, in my opinion, Bishop's obviously good, but I would be much more likely to rank up Dust if you need an answer for this. If you're sitting like with rank 1 and rank 2 Bishop and Dust, I'd rank up Dust. Let's check in on the stats real quick too. Rank 1 Bishop slaps too. All right, well there you go. You don't need to rank anyone up. Try your rank 1 Bishop. You've got it in that scenario I just brought in. Boris, what's up, dude? Venom the Duck isn't bad. Vega said, I did not say that. Well, I guess I just did. You're right. Damn it, Boris. Was that Inception? Did you just Incept me? Pablo, what's up, dude? Popping by to say, thanks, buddy. Hope all's been, yeah, it's been super smooth. I've actually had a lot of fun with this. Thanks for stopping by, Faith. I appreciate it, bud. The rec channel takeover evasion. Yeah, dude, it feels like a large population of the Discord server is in either Rect or SSX. Definitely don't forget Daredevil Hell's Kitchen is a 7-star now. Can people get them now? Is that a thing? I haven't bought any of the bells. Yeah, I mean, whatever, it's fine. I was being really honest with you guys. I had kind of stopped spending anyway, in a lot of ways, and then I like officially stopped. But then I think Kabam has responded exceptionally well. So maybe some of the stuff was in the works beforehand, maybe it wasn't. I don't know. But all I know is that we got responses right away, and it felt great. I'm getting a phone call. I had to take my eyes off. Looks like everything's okay. I don't need to get that right away. And then I actually had a lot of fun playing my alt while I was in Japan. I did play my main account a bit as well. And then I've been home for the War Showcase and the Incursions. And then I've been saying for a long time that I badly want 7-star Red Guardian. So even though I was saying I would rank 4 Silk as my first rank 4 Science, I did not know that Red Guardian would be coming. So I'm pretty sure I'm going to be going out and getting Red Guardian unless spring cleaning deals are just horrible, which I highly doubt they're going to be. All right, let's get a few more sand going. Bait out a special. Let this unstoppable go by. And then we will use our... What is going on? Why that happened with happened last time too. Do you guys know why? Can you not use the striker when they are stunned or something? I wonder, is that a bug in the node, or is there something about the node that I am forgetting? I'll look up in a minute. I have a feeling Joe's going to make this a little more difficult than I want it to be. I guess it's a nice opportunity to build more sand. Let's move into a special 2. There we go. All right. So we've got this nicely reset up. We're back to 99. I'm going to let that 1 protection stack go. Okay, what the hell is wrong? What is going on? Do you guys, what am I, oh, is it the concussion? But that wouldn't make sense with Kingpin. It happened with Kingpin too. Or it's not concussion, it's a disorient, and it only reduces defensive ability accuracy. What am I messing up with the node? Oh, you need the prowess first. Okay, thank you, Ice Sweet. Okay, cool. That's why. Thank you. Okay. All right. I would like to get the striker going so we can take advantage of her damage. So I want to get closer to that ability is what I'm doing. Joe, come on, dude. There we go. And then, yeah, Ice Sweet's correct. She's got the grit, so we don't need to worry about the unstoppable anyway. Once we own Sandstorm. North Star's dominating it for you? Nice, dude. Yeah, B's gonna love that. Let's go for it. I think she can do it. No! Come on, Joe. Thank you, Joe. He felt badly for me because of how I misunderstood the node. He felt bad. You could tell. He acts like a tough guy, but he's not. All right, cool. So we got that sorted. Dust is good. We've confirmed it. Oh, I thought that was the last fight. All right, we got one more fight here against Moltman. And now that I understand the node a little better, it shouldn't take nearly as long. I don't think I've ever used Daredevil's head cuts. Yeah, man, he's one of those champions that, like, he's on the tier list. Kat Murdoch actually does cool stuff with him. Like, she'll show that on the Discord from time to time. But I will admit that I wish he was more effective, as they say in our game. Because I am really enjoying that show. Please do not spoil the ending. No spoilers. I legitimately will mute you. Like, don't even do it to be funny, please. I am on the final episode. I obviously was not watching it while I was in Japan. But I've been enjoying the hell out of the show. And it caused me to actually consider those Hell's Bells. It's like, I am enjoying this so much, dude. It's so freaking cool. And then I was like, why don't I play him more? And I was reminded of why. And what I was considering though, I forgot the most important part of that whole story, is as you can see, Dust can get these fights over much faster when you do it correctly. I wonder if he was built as a defender. I wonder if they were like, he's a defender first. Like, if you think about the time, it's been a long time since he got his buff, and his whole like purify, his specials take up a ton of space, so he can back you up on the map. I wonder if he was more supposed to be like a defender who had some offensive use, and so that's why he just didn't land that well, because he's not that tough of a defender. Like, he really needs a difficult node set put around him. Once you get used to his animations, he's not, you know, Photon or Serpent or Bullseye or whatever. Devil travels to Philadelphia and realizes that it needs saving more than New York. All right, jokes like that are fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's an okay spoiler. I forgot to look at the node that is Kate Bishop here. I feel like if I don't have the answer already on my team, then something else is wrong. So we're just gonna skip this. And we're on to Kate Bishop at 140. Cool, let's go. It was shouted out earlier that Bishop with the white mags would be great for this. Whenever the attacker uses a special attack, they cannot trigger the dexterity master. Okay. The defender gains a trample passive during their special attacks. What is trample again? All attacks are unblockable except time blacks. So wait, we got to watch out for that. We're not going to be able to evade them. So you have to pop. You have to parry these attacks. It looks like. Okay. Defender gets 6% evade and auto block ability accuracy. Triggering evade against the defender 3% of bar power. Okay. Wow. This is actually a tough boss. The attacker's combat power rate is reduced to 0, but the attacker generates 10% bar power per second. When the attacker gains 3 bars of power, all the attacker's power is removed. If the attacker attempts the same basic attack twice in a row, holy smokes, this is a rough node. We'll definitely place the white mags. I appreciate the shout out for that. I'm gonna try Prowler Dazzler just to kind of get used to the node a little bit, and because I think she probably should work, but I don't think I'm going to. I think there's a strategy here. Yeah, so you need to block that. That's interesting. I really don't want to deal with Kate to SP2. Let's get our pursuit up. That is not a fun, well-timed block. Let's get our pursuit going again. Oh, you jerk, Kate. I cannot believe you did that. Kate got what she deserved from Dazzler on that one. So, Dazzler's actually amazing for it. As you saw, I had mine at a high sig. That was helpful, getting the pursuit passive up for the few times Kate would have evaded. But the power gain works in your favor tremendously. It is significantly more power than I thought it was going to be from reading it. So you can just play really patiently, get the well-timed block down on Kate's SB1. I would not want to deal with her SB2 at all. But she seemed pretty happy to throw the SB1. And then it was also shouted out in the chat that Bishop with the White Mags pre-fight would be really awesome. I imagine like Iceman could be really good too, because for me the biggest threat on this was the evade situation. Yeah. So yeah, I think that was solid. If anyone in the chat's got other shout outs for that, let me know. How long have we been going? We're going on an hour and 45 minutes. Where are the guides? Yeah, this is the guide, man. Welcome to it. It's long form guides. I know you're messing around. But the real guide is Simula's guide. Check that out. He's the best in the business for a reason. And it is linked in the description. You should be subscribed to Simula's channel anyway. So while you're there, if you're not already subscribed, make sure you subscribe. And, you know, guys, I think we're going to call it. I got to get back to work. So let's raid. Let's raid. I know it feels a little silly to raid Lags. He's got 1,200 people watching him, but let's still raid Lags. I love Lags. And he's been kicking it. He's been hitting out of the park, in my opinion, as of late. So let's give him a little raid. There's quite a few people streaming right now too, so obviously you can go see who you would like. For some reason, my computer is freezing. I'm not sure what's going on. For some reason, my computer is frozen, like literally frozen. In fact, you all might be typing and I would not know. Hopefully you guys can hear me. Please go raid Lags. Thank you so much for hanging out. Well, I'm going to continue on doing the streams as much as I can, try to get this done, and then work on those defenders over the course of next week. I have a feeling maybe you all can't even hear me, but just in case you can, huge thank you to Torrance and all of you for hanging out. This was a lot of fun. Thanks, guys. Have a good one. Bye-bye.